welcome back to my channel. This is Crystal here. So for today's makeup look, I created this rosy, glowy, bronzy makeup look. I thought it was perfect for this summer. Honestly, when I sat down, I had no clue what I was going to record, but I was inspired by my shirt. I like this tones for the summer, so I said why not? This is what came out. So I really like how it turned out. I hope you guys like this look. And if you want to see how I achieve it, then just please keep on watching. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching.
Alright loves, so to start as usual, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. And I like to use the concealer, as you guys already know. I don't know, I feel like sometimes it works better for me than some of the primers. So that's what I'm doing. So for my base, I'm going to be using the soft pink eyeshadow from Lorac. It's this very, very light pink. So I'm just going to apply that all over my eyelid. Again, this is going to be my base color. My transition shade for my crease area, I'm going to be using Sweetheart from the Tartelette in Bloom palette. And this is like a very soft pink. It's not as light as the pink that I use as a base, but I'm just going to apply that all over my crease, and I'm just going to make sure that I'm blending so that everything looks nice, smooth, and blended out. It's more like a purple shade from the Morphs and Kathleen palette, and I'm going to layer that on top of Sweetheart from Tartelette in Bloom. I'm not going to drag it up as much as I did with the other one, but I'm going to apply this on top. And again, just make sure you guys are blending. It's all about the blending. Brush, I'm going to apply Love Letter again on my crease, but this one I'm only going to focus pretty much on cutting my crease. I'm not going to create something very dramatic, but I'm going to focus this just on my crease without dragging upwards like I did with the previous shades. So slowly I'm going to keep applying this shade into my crease until we create a cut crease. Sure everything is blended nicely. I'm going to use the same brush that I used to apply the very first shade in my crease. I am not grabbing any more product. I'm just going over everything that I applied on my crease, again just to make sure that it is nice and blended. We don't want any harsh lines. Following, I'm going to be using the Rose eyeshadow from Lorac, and I'm going to apply this all over my eyelid in the area where I did not apply the previous shades. So the previous shades were at my crease, this one is directly on my eyelid. The Pro Light Fusion from Makeup Forever in the center of my eyelid. I am not going to place this all over my lid like I did with Rose. I'm only going to apply it in the center of my eyelid. I'm going to pack it and just to give it a little bit more shine to the lid. Next, moving on to my face, I'm going to apply my moisturizer and primer, and following I'm going to use the Milani Conceal+Perfect. It's the 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and I'm using the number 5 in warm beige. I actually have been looking for this here in the town that I live and I never find it. So when I went to visit my brother in Colorado, that's actually where I found it. So once I apply that all over my face, I'm going to be using this sponge. I've actually been loving this sponge. I believe it's from Eco Tools. I could be wrong, but I will be listing everything down below. And you guys know, you gotta blend, blend, blend. Is nicely and blended. I'm going to be using the Wayless Complete Coverage Concealer from Naked Skin from Urban Decay in the shade Medium Neutral, I believe it is. And yeah, I'm going to apply it pretty much all over my face, all those areas that you want to highlight. I do not apply it close to my lash line because I tend to crease a lot. So whatever is left on my sponge, that's what I drag close to my lash line. And then I'm just going to be applying a little bit of Laura Mercier translucent powder, only in some of the areas where I tend to get very oily, but I am not going to bake, just something subtle. And for my bronzer, I'm going to be using my favorite one from Fondation Formula, the Butter Bronzer. I love how this smells, I love how it applies, and I feel like it goes very well with my skin tone, so I really like this bronzer. Some contour in my nose. I normally don't do this step, but I decided to give it a try, and I use my bronzer, the same bronzer from Fondation Formula, and I really like how it turned out. It's a very subtle tone, so nothing crazy, just slightly contouring that nose. And to blend it all out, I'm just going to be using the same brush that I use to set my concealer. I did not apply any more product. I just used whatever was left from the Laura Mercier, and I just made sure to blend it as much as I could. I'm applying the same shade that I use in my eyelid. I'm pretty much using the dark color first, and I'm smudging that out with Rose from Lorac. To highlight, I'm using the NYX-Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. I'm using that as a base before I apply my powder highlight. Powder highlighter, I'm going to be using the Balm-Mary-Lou Manizer from the Balm Cosmetics. This is still definitely one of my favorite highlighters ever. blush. For my blush, I'm going to be using Kitty Pink from Dirty Little Secrets Cosmetics. Something subtle, but I wanted to go with pink since we're doing all pink. I thought it would look nice. I'm going to first curl my little tiny lashes, and then I'm going to be applying the Lights Camera Splashes mascara from Tarte, from Tarte. And I'm going to apply that a couple coats on my top and bottom lashes. I'm just applying a little bit more bronzer because why not? You can never have enough. I'm also going to be applying some falsies, but unfortunately I threw away the package, so I did not remember exactly what lashes they were. I know they were Ardell, so I will do my best to find what kind they were, and I will list them in the description below. Going to be applying the Forever Lit highlight from the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerriero glow kit. I'm going to be applying that in my tear duct, my brow bone, and those areas that I want to highlight, my cupid's bow, you know, the tip of the nose, all those nice areas that we want to highlight. And finally, for the lipstick, I'm going to be using one from the Tarte on Lip Paint. I do not remember what shade it was. I want to say it was Cande. Pretty sure that's what it was. But again, yeah, it's a lip paint from Tarte. As you can tell, I was not happy with Cande. I think it was a little too light for what I was looking for, so I just layered another one, and I added the shade is Nude from Mellow. I just added this lipstick on top, and I really like how it turned out. And to set this look, I'm going to be using the Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray from Urban Decay. And that is it for this look, my loves. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.